location of a bookstore for the Friends of the Schenectady County Public Library. Now let me give you just a short version of why the Friends exists. The Friends of the Schenectady County Library is a completely volunteer-driven effort to raise money so that the library can have enhanced programming, we can add more back to our community, and I'm very proud of the fact that this is all done through volunteers. There is no paid executive director, there is no paid president. What I'm proudest of during my term as president is that it is these wonderful volunteers that take it upon themselves to say, what else can we do? What can we add? So, a while ago I was having just a casual conversation with Charlene Roman, who is the manager of the Whitney Book Corner and now also the manager of this brand new location here. Thank you. And I said, gee, Viaport has some storefronts and they're really reasonable. And then I just got mowed over because she was going to make it happen no matter what. Some of the programs that the Friends bring to us in our community include book discussion groups, science talks, we do day trips and international trips that you can access through the Friends. We have movies selections. We have a Beat the Snow music series through the winter months to help the Sunday afternoons be much, much more pleasant. What else do we do? Harry Potter Day. Summer reading programs. We do. We're involved with Comic-Con. We have Repair Cafe. We also, there's so many things, it's hard to really nail it down. We also have a very nice program, a museum pass program. Folks that want to go to the museum can just come to the library, check out a pass for the day as you would a book. Saving families significant money. Say what? One county, one book. And, oh, honey, I'm saving that. Because I'm afraid of you, Chris. So, and that's also a really important thing that the Friends have brought to, are bringing and continue to bring to our community is sometimes, Karen can speak to this, sometimes budgets are not what we would always hope they would be. And the Friends have chosen to pick up the mantle for some programs that the county can no longer provide. One County, One Book is something that Chris, Cheryl, and team are bringing to us, and it is complicated, and it is intricate, and it is a lot of responsibility. And they have chosen to bring this back to our area. A really important book that will have really important discussions. We'll talk more about that later. Today, for the moment, we are just going to celebrate what Charlene and Robin and team have brought to us with this book. Because not the bookstore, not only does it raise funds for the library programs, critical and so important, more books get out to our community. More kids are reading, more young people are reading. And that is, to this old book reader here, a great joy, a great joy. One of the original members of the Nancy Drew Mystery Book Club. So, reading is something. We have some wonderful, wonderful folks here who have joined us. Our elected official, Diane Marcos, the Rotterdam Town Clerk. Thank you so much for being here. I know how busy your day is. We have a representative from Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara's office here. Thank you for joining us. And I want to say, I call him Angelo because he's been such a friend to us for so long, but excuse me, Assemblyman Santa Barbara. The president of the trustees of the library is here. Carm Patrick is here. Many members of the board of the Friends are here, and a dear friend, Karen Bradley. Could you say something to us, Karen, please?
For just a second. I just can't tell you what the Friends organization means to the library, to our community, because really many of the wonderful things, she mentioned programming, the wide variety of programming for every age is important. My staff development, we just had one of our youth services librarian at the American Library Association ALA Midwinter Conference who served on the Caldecott Committee to select the Caldecott award-winning book. these kinds of things are not possible without the Friends. The support for Doug, my graphic designer extraordinaire, and much of that work including the infrastructure he needs, his computer equipment and equipment to make the wonderful signs here. And you know, thank you, Madeline, for planting the seed, which sprouted immediately, to Charlene, who has overcome some obstacles along the way, but she had that her sight on this, and it was going to be a reality, and didn't stop her. And her team, Chris Wachowski, and they've been on this wide publicity, and Robin Eddy. And it's really hard to name every single person that's been behind this. Just getting all the books here, our Wednesday book sorters that really make this possible. 7 days a week. I see Sylvia here on a Sunday afternoon sorting the children's books. We have volunteers 7 days a week. So really, if you are not already a member of the Friends of the Library, please join. If you are not a volunteer, there's something for everyone. You could volunteer. You could volunteer once a month. You could volunteer at the big annual book sales. Right. Those are really critical. And now they have a second store that they're looking for people to volunteer at. So there's really something for everyone. I hope you don't leave without picking up some information about the wonderful Friends organization. Right. And really, we just cannot thank you. My staff, my trustees, we're so grateful for what you all provide. And really, total volunteer effort. Every single one of you here. Many of the volunteers are here. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Much to be proud of.
I want to acknowledge Jade and Alan, who's sneaking in behind us. They're with Viaport. They have made this space most affordable for not-for-profits. So we really appreciate what Viaport is bringing to our areas here and allowing us to grow. Adding on to what Karen has said, we are totally volunteer driven, and that means there's a lot of moving pieces in here. People that pick up the books, to bring them upstairs at the main library, to go through them book by book. Which are the good conditions? What's sellable? Let's, volunteering in the Whitney, volunteering now at this space, volunteering at our big book sales. Join us. It's a lot of fun. You will meet the best people. One of the things I learned early on with the Friends is just let them be, get out of their way. These are people that are just such a force. I'm speaking to you, Joan. Okay, I'm speaking to you.
She's tiny, but she's
mighty. And of course, I would be seriously remiss if I didn't acknowledge all the great people that donate the books to us. That's where it all starts, so thank you. Thank you. And the best thing to do, of course, is buy a book, and then donate it back to us, okay? And this is your day. This is your day. Thank you for doing this. Come on in, Charlene. Talk to us. Please.
Everybody for coming today. This has been a dream of mine for a while. Now it's reality. But it's not me alone. I have to thank Robin Eddy, who has done unbelievable things here. She has worked very hard, transported a lot of books in the back of her car, and she's been very instrumental in doing that. I also want to thank Chris Wachowski, who did a lot of the technical things with the square and all, and she's been over here a lot too. And there are a lot of people. Too many to mention, but all great volunteers who really put their heart into this. And I have to thank my husband, even though he's not here. He's really been my rock. He's been next to me through this whole thing. He's done a lot of work over here. When he has time, he works a full-time job, so he was with me this morning. Brought me over at 6:30 so we could be interviewed. So he's been great. I want to thank Doug Bixler. These signs are amazing. all up for me yesterday, and that poor man, he was here till real late.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Making sure they were up. And then he thought they all fell down.
Nightmare dream he
I
has.
had a nightmare, but they all fell down. But that's fine, and I want to thank the support of the Friends and the board for allowing us to do this. It's been a great experience, and I am thrilled. So, welcome you all again. Thank you very much.
Let the shopping begin.
It's also important to note that the Schenectady County Library system is growing. And the Friends of the Library, Friends of the Schenectady County Library, donated and continue to donate significant dollars towards the construction of the Phyllis Bourne Library, the programming, the computer systems, shelving and such, and will continue to do so with the new library that is going to be opening in the Mount Pleasant area. We're vital, we're important. The funds that are raised here, we're just plowing them right back into the community. Now, before we cut the ribbon, Chris, would you like to say anything about One County, One Book? Yeah, we have a ribbon.
Okay, sure, I'll say a few words.
I thought you might.
It's like my 4th appearance this week.
Sure.
My older sister owns a women's boutique. She says I need a wardrobe. I said, fine.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the One County, One Book is a community read. We put last fall 4 books up to the public to determine which book they thought would be the best one, to join together to have everybody read at the same time and to have programming around it. Starts on Monday, February 25th at our Book Sandwich Tin program. The book that was chosen was Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's a very provocative book, I would say. It deals with some very timely issues. We have a tremendous set of programs developed around it, and there's a brochure back on that little table for all the programs. So we hope everybody will pick up the book, get it at your library. Every library has multiple copies of it, and join us at our program. So thank you.
You.
And finally, we have a ribbon. We've got the big scissors. Are you sure the trustees? Any Natalie trustees?
Proclamations.
Ah, proclamations. Come on up. Come up.
Yeah.
Sure, these are going to be for you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. Please.
It's quick. It's quick.
The assemblyman is sorry he can't make it today. Unfortunately, he had another commitment. So on behalf of Assemblyman Santa Barbara, I'd like to present this certificate.
Oh, thank you.
And congratulations on the grand opening.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
And of course, you're in Rotterdam, and I'm the Rotterdam Town Clerk. So
That's
I'd
right.
like to say congratulations. I'm so honored to be here today
Oh,
for
good.
this opening. I was here for the Habitat for Humanity, and I think that store is just awesome, and I would just like
It
to
is.
say congratulations.
Thank you.
Carmel Patrick is here with the trustees, and she is going to speak to us for just a moment.
Just a moment. I just wanted to add thanks from the library's Board of Trustees. We would not be able to do, I have to reiterate what Karen said, we have an incredible staff, but we really have an incredible team of volunteers in the Friends, and so much of what we do at the library would not be possible without everything that gets raised through these enterprises of these wonderful people. And I know, Robin will know too, that they always need new volunteers. The Friends have been around, I think, 52 years.
Yep.
And
As long
you
as
know,
I've been around.
Nice try. And so we need new volunteers as well. You know, let's keep this going. To join the Friends of the Library, you can go to their website to do so. It's like such a deal in town to join, and then you are supporting it in that way as well. There's also, I want to thank Jennifer Barnes and Cheryl Kufari back there someplace, who are also on the Board of Trustees, and I want to thank them for all the work that they do as well on the board. So
They can join right here.
you can join right here.
And we have junior
The Friends of the Library. So
Yeah, we have junior friends.
thank you to
Yes.
Charlene, thank you to Madeline, thank you to the entire Friends of the Library Board from the trustees.